At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them gain, make profits. While I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing, dog? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipe.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. In case you guys were not aware, we are the 2024 Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award recipient of the best AI analysis tool in the industry for the retail trader. There it is. So if you guys are in search for AI tools, AI analysis, AI chats that can help you analyze, set up, suggest trading plans, help you with entries, exits, profit targets, and most importantly, help improve your trading results, you look no further. TTG's AI tool, there it is. There's the award. Just a couple months ago, my business partner and I in New York City receiving that award. There we are up there on stage. It's excellent, amazing to see industry leaders recognizing what it is that we are doing at True Trading Group, implementing AI technology into everything it is that we do, all of our tools, our resources, the platform, helping our members to make money. At the end of the day, that is what we are all here to do. But TTG is not just about awards. We are also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everyone here at True Trading Group. Now you might be wondering why you should listen to anything it is that I discuss on this channel. It's not because I think that I'm the world's greatest trader. It's because I was trained by professionals on Wall Street. My first job right out of college. That's how I got started trading. I started working at TT Alpha Fund in New York City. They had me go through a training program before they let me touch even $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, which was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but also the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you go ahead and fast forward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We have 10,000 members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here, guys, at True Trading Group. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Smash the like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams because we're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. Big day in the markets today as the rally continues. The last week we've had last week and a half, really, just a massive rip your face off rally in the markets that continued leading into, we had some lighter than expected CPI and inflation reports that kind of got us moving here to the upside. And then you're getting a little bit more of kind of what looks to be like kind of the Trump bump, Trump trade coming after the inauguration. And you're getting some excitement continuing as Bitcoin ended up pushing back up over 100K. You're seeing a lot of the financial stocks that already reported some really good earnings that are looking at possibly benefiting from a deregulatory environment. They're moving to the upside. And you're really getting just this overall push higher in the markets today. But today was very, very different from the move higher that we had in the markets yesterday. Yesterday was a very broad-based rally in the markets. All areas of the S&P were all moving to the upside. Today, you made a new high today on the S&P with very poor breath, meaning that the markets were literally pushed higher by just a handful of companies, not by a broader out rally like you saw yesterday. So today, when you take a look around, actually an S&P equal weight and the Dow are actually, when you take a look, the Dow is actually only up 0.2% today. An S&P equal weight was down 0.3. Small caps were down 0.7, but yet the Nasdaq was up 1.18 and the SPY was up 0.5. So you were led higher today really because of a lot of excitement behind some of the AI and tech related names. You got NVIDIA popping to the upside in a big way, taking all the semiconductors higher. You had Oracle fly on the back of the news with them doing a joint venture with SoftBank and with OpenAI, investing $100 billion into AI infrastructure here in the United States, committing up to $500 billion over the course of the next 4 years. The CEO of SoftBank, Oracle, OpenAI, and Donald Trump were on TV yesterday making that announcement, and that sent Oracle stock flying. It also sent ARM flying today. ARM is a semiconductor that SoftBank is the majority shareholder of. I actually think SoftBank owns like 90% of ARM, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on the 90%, but I believe it is up there. And that stock's flying 15% today because of the thoughts that, well, if SoftBank is going to be involved in that joint venture, then that means a lot more business flowing towards ARM, and that got ARM moved to the upside. So you had the semiconductors all move to the upside. Okay. You had also Microsoft move to the upside because of the OpenAI connection there, with the OpenAI being involved. So Microsoft shot back to the upside. So, Amazon new all-time highs. So it was really a lot of the big mega cap tech names that really pulled the markets higher today. That's not as healthy of the price action that we saw yesterday, which leads me to believe that we may see a pullback day in the markets today. That as the excitement after the announcement with the AI infrastructure, I just feel like you've bumped right up against these all-time highs on the SPY. And I think that you can have a nice little digestion consolidation day there tomorrow. So I'm kind of looking at us to just take a little bit of a pause candle. I'm not looking for this massive pullback. We just take a little bit of a pause. This is a very long way for the markets to go in a very short period of time. This is a very big level of resistance. And I'm looking for us to take a little bit of a pause candle there today, or tomorrow, rather, excuse me. Okay. You also are going to be getting into some really big earnings next week. We've had a handful of earnings so far over the last, the last 2 days. And then going back to last week with some of the banks. So far, all the earnings that we've gotten have been really good. Okay. You got Netflix, which was unbelievable, new all-time high for Netflix. Netflix went all the way to $1,000 a share, but sold off the entire day back down to $950, which is a profit-taking day, the entire day for Netflix. You opened, touched 1,000, and it actually just fell short of 1,000. It's you went to $9.99, so you missed 1,000 by $1. $9.99 and straight to the downside to $950. So, and that was just a take profit on the gap up all day on the back of Netflix. But a lot of these other banks, JP Morgan, new all-time high, great earnings. Goldman Sachs, new all-time high, great earnings. Wells Fargo, all-time high, good good earnings, excuse me. Citigroup, new 52-week high, great earnings, right? So you really had Morgan Stanley, okay, all-time high, good earnings. So all of your banks came out with really good earnings. Netflix came out with really good earnings. United Airlines, all-time high, really good earnings. That also was a sell the news, though. Huge gap up to the all-time high, and then profit taking, sold it off. Same thing, very similar to Netflix. Point being that so far, the earnings that we have gotten have been good. And that's very important that the earnings that we get this earnings season are good. The reason for that is that valuations are very high. Stocks are expensive. In order for us to continue to move higher, it's not going to come from multiple expansion as interest rates remain elevated with inflation being stickier than we thought. It's going to have to come from earnings growth and earnings beats. Right now, you're looking at an 11% earnings growth for the S&P 500 in 2025. We need to see some earnings beats and guide higher so that we can start to see analysts adjust that 11% to 12 or 13%. And that can help the overall markets continue to make new all-time highs and then push further. If you get a little bit of a misstep on a couple of earnings reports, then investors will start to look at stocks being fairly priced in and being a little expensive. And then some profit taking kicks in as people look to lock in those gains. And then you can get a little bit of a pullback off that all-time high. So the fact that you've got really good earnings to start is a good sign. But the big names, the big players, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, that all starts next week. So we've got to pay very close attention to what these companies are going to have to say about their earnings to see if they're going to be able to continue to lead the S&P 500 higher. So next week is going to be an absolutely pivotal week for the S&P going into 2025. I think it's going to set the tone because right now there is this overwhelming sense of optimism in the market. And in order to keep that optimism going, I think you're going to need to see earnings beats, but also earnings guidance raises. That's what I think we're really going to need to see in order for us to continue this optimism. Otherwise, when I see this much optimism, kind of makes me feel like we could be getting ready for a pullback. Kind of makes me feel like the markets are getting a little ahead of themselves. And every person that you talk to, it's just like, what really kind of said it for me was like yesterday you had Interactive Brokers. They came out with their earnings also were really good, all-time high, right? Interactive Brokers. You can see the gap up today. They had all-time high there on the back of really good earnings. Their CEO was on CNBC yesterday. And what their CEO said was, everybody's excited. Everybody's investing in the United States. There's a ton of money flowing in from overseas. And that's big for Interactive Brokers because Interactive Brokers is one of the most commonly used brokerage firms for non-U.S. citizens in order for them to invest and participate in the United States. And he said we're seeing a massive flow of money from overseas coming into Interactive Brokers so that international clients are able to purchase and invest in the United States. And he said he's seeing a ton of that. And he actually said this one sentence that made me be like, oh, really? He said there's not a single cloud in sight. Not a single cloud in sight. I mean, that's about as optimistic of a statement as you could possibly get. And when I just see severe optimism and severe pessimism in the overall market at any point in time, like in 2022, we saw severe pessimism. Severe pessimism in 2022, the market's going to go down 80%. There's going to be a depression, a Lehman Brothers moment. Credit Suisse is going to go under. It's going to be like Lehman Brothers. Everybody was talking out of their ass. And made it seem like it was like the end of days scenario. And I said, that's a really good sign of a buying opportunity when everybody gets so incredibly pessimistic. Well, according to the great Warren Buffett, be greedy when others are fearful, be fearful when others are greedy. And you start to see a lot of areas of the market where there's very high risk, like crypto starts to fly, the quantum stocks start to fly, equity start to push back to all-time highs. That seems like you have a lot of optimism in the market. And when you have that, you've become vulnerable for disappointments when it comes to things like earnings that we have coming up next week. And that can cause a little bit of a pullback. So I'm not telling you that because I think that you should go ahead and start selling stocks. I think that would be a mistake. But I'm just telling you from an active trading standpoint, we've had an incredibly volatile last month. I mean, you take a look at some of the size of these candles. I mean, this is as volatile can get. These are massive moves that this market is making. And it's an absolute dream for an active trader. Whether you day trade or you swing trade, we do both. Whether you trade stocks, options, or futures, we do all three. Here inside of True Trading Group, you are having some members that are reaching milestones. People that are having their biggest trades ever, their biggest days ever, their biggest weeks, their biggest months. And it's not a coincidence. And you shouldn't just believe me because I just say that to be true. You should believe members because they actually say it to be true. Members of True Trading Group. If you are on this live stream and you are a member, if you are making money, if you are becoming better traders because of TTG, go ahead right now and type the number 1. Very simple. Just go ahead and type the number 1 if you guys are making money and becoming better traders. Now, anyone that is not a member of TTG, you should pay very close attention to how many people that you see type the number 1. Because all of these people that you see type the number 1 are your peers. They are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. If they can do this, then so can you. There is absolutely no reason whatsoever why all these people are able to make money and become better traders and you can't. They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They don't have more time than you. Wow, way to go. Siamese see ya. 900% in gains today. You're swinging some. Everyone in chat, including mods, has opened my eyes a bit wider. Wow. Siamese see ya. Congratulations. Just patience, Keith. 600% gain on NVIDIA call options. Ew. In a good way. Ew. Damn, Keith. Killing it, brother. Killing it. This is what I'm talking about, though. Right? These are members. These are real people, just like you. People that are in the exact position that if you're not a member, you might be considering putting yourself in. There is no better way for you to determine whether or not a trading group is for you other than what its members tell you. It's not even what I tell you. It doesn't, I can tell you, oh, I made $1 bajillion last year. It doesn't matter because not one of the $1 bajillion is going to pay your bills. Not one of the $1 bajillion is going to help your trading account increase in value. What matters is do the trade alerts that the moderators and I send out, plus the educational material that's available, the coaching, mentorship, and guidance, analysis that's given, the tools and resources, award-winning, might I add, tools and resources that we have on our platform. Ben Zing, a FinTech Chairman's Award recipient of the best AI analysis tool, and many, many others. Are those things that we have, that you have access to as a member, do they actually help people make money? Yes or no? That's all that matters. Throw all the rest of it out the window. Forget about the trading style, the indicators, the chart patterns, the this, the that. Do people actually make money? That's what we're here for. We're not here to make friends, although honestly, I've developed friendships with many of our members. We say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group, but all the people that are part of True Trading Group, they don't hang out here for friendship. They came to make money. They stayed for friendship. Okay. But everybody's here to make money. And that is what matters most. And I don't want to hear, oh, I got a full-time job. I don't know. I can't focus that much time towards this. You can't focus that much time towards this. Let me ask you something. Would you, if I said to you, you'd be able to make an extra few $1,000, $15,000 a year, would you give me 3 to 4 hours a week to make $10,000 to $15,000 a year? Would you give me 3 to 4 hours a week? Now, forget about the 10 or 15,000 because it's relative to your position size and your account size. If you're someone that's got a $100,000 account, then obviously it's going to be a hell of a lot higher than that number. If you're someone that's got $100 in your account, then it might be lower than that number, right? The point I'm asking you is, would you give me 3 to 4 hours of your time a week to supplement and add to your income to put your family in a better financial situation? That's the question you really need to start asking yourself. That's what this all comes down to. And I'm going to show you in a moment. I'm going to show you some of the analysis that you get inside of True Trading Group. I want you to think about the question that I just asked you. All of you that are not members, I want you to think about the question that I just asked you. And while you're thinking and you're pondering that question, I'm going to show you something. You see, every single day inside True Trading Group, before the market opens, the moderators and I go over our watch list. We tell you exactly the stocks we're focusing on, the reasons why, the prices we're going to get in, and the prices we're going to get out. We tell you where our stop loss is and where our profit targets are. So before the day even begins, you know the exact game plan. You know exactly what we're doing. You know exactly what we're looking at. So there's no surprise. And then when the market opens, the moderators and I share our screens with you. You see exactly what we see. We talk to you on the microphone live, give you our live analysis as we watch things break down in the markets. We tell you exactly what our beliefs are. We tell you where our orders are. And when those orders execute, you get a real-time push notification sent out to your cell phone and through the chat room. So if you are not in front of your computer, and let's say you're at work, you get a push notification on your cell phone that lets you know that Mike just went long Meta. Mike just went long Snow. Shai just went short FSLR. Diane just bought SPY calls. Uni just got long A&D calls. Right? You're going to get notified when our moderators enter and exit their positions in real time. Okay? I'm going to show you some video clips from this morning. Okay? This morning, I gave our members 2 of my top trade ideas. They were both long, and they were on Meta and they were Snowflake. So Meta and Snow were my two ideas today. I took both of those trades today. They both ended up working beautifully. A triple digit 100% plus gain on Meta. So within just a couple of hours, I think it was literally 2 or 3 hours is how long it took to make an over 100% gain on Meta call options. And then we also got into Snowflake. And Snowflake also gave us some really good opportunities. And I'm actually still in the Snowflake position. But what I like to do is I'd like to actually show you and let you hear the analysis that we give. And what I want you to think, if you're not a member, I want you to think, would you be able to hear this analysis before the market opens? And based on what I say to you, would you be able to take that information and make money with it? I want you to think about that. Listen to what I say. Would you be able to make money from the things that I'm telling you before the market opens? Because this is why so many of our members have such high success rates. This is why members stay with True Trading Group, meaning they renew their annual membership or they upgrade to become lifetime members at a rate well into the mid 70% of our members stay with us after they join. And this is the reason why. So here's a quick video clip. We'll start off with Meta first. Now, I will warn you with this Meta clip, the audio was a little choppy. The connection got a little choppy when we were actually doing the watch list inside of chat. Okay, it was on my end personally. It was a connection issue I had with my internet. It wasn't the platform. It was me. Okay, so my audio is a little choppy, but you can hear exactly what I'm saying. So I want you to pay attention, okay, to exactly the prices that I say with what the game plan was for Meta, and then ask yourself, would you have been able to make money? Let's go ahead and play this clip. So if we break through 625, I'm going to look for Meta to push into the low to mid 630s. So we're going to look for Meta low to mid 630s. Stop loss 620. All right. Actually, I think you should give it. Okay, so the video clip was just cut off, so it was the wrong. That's excellent. All right, so I'll just go through and show it to you guys myself. So the audio clip was just cut off there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you. You heard me say very quickly there, 620. You heard me say 620 before the video just got cut off. And we'll take a look at this Meta trade. And you guys can see here with the gap up here on Meta, okay, what level, what price point. I drew a line for you across 620. I drew a line for you across 620. So there's the opening bell print, and it puts in a nice hammer tail against that 620 support. And then there you guys can see support, support, support against that 620. Well, that's exactly what I had said to you. Look for support at 620 and push into the low 630s. We went ahead and I actually took that trade super early. I took that trade right here at 621. A lot of our other members waited a couple more minutes and they got filled right here, even better fills and better price points than I did. And the stock just lights it up, just absolutely lights it up. And we are just ripping profits into the 630s, which is the target that we just went over because of resistance on the daily chart. And that gave members a 100% gain on the call option. Okay, that gave you a 100% gain there on the call option for Meta. All right, so that was a really, really, really great trade for us today. And the second one was Snow. Now, Snow, the audio is not choppy. So this one, you're going to be able to hear this one real nice and clear. So again, listen to the analysis that we give you. Again, this is in the pre-market session before the market opened. Okay, this is pre-market before the market opens. And I'm going to want you guys to pay attention and listen to the prices that I say and the expectations and analysis that I give, and ask yourself, would you have made money from this analysis? Let's play this clip. There's a level here on Snowflake that I'm looking at that is right around 178.5 to 179. If you get through that, you could see a nice breakout candle that looks something like this on Snowflake. I'm looking for Snowflake to actually continue higher over the course of the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to buy pullbacks into support levels on Snow. So your first support level on Snow, from what I am looking at here, is going to be around 173, 172.75, 173. If you guys look at the bottom left of my screen, there it is. Previous high on the 17th, double top high on the 17th, gapped above it. So gap entry and initial morning low on the 21st. Bang, bang. upside. So now we're going to look for that level right here to be support. If there's any type of a pullback on snow, we look for that to hold and then try to continue to the upside. And we're going to look to see if we can get snow up into the 180s. So there is the analysis that you just heard me discuss with snow. Now, what's the support level that you all heard me say? 173. Excellent. Let's draw a line across 173. What happened today? The stock opened at 175. Well, pre-market, I told you 173. We dropped into 173. There is 173. We take the trade long, and then you get a wonderful, wonderful, nice climb back up to 177.5 from that entry. And it's exactly what we did. I just sit there and say, okay, well, if 173 is my support level, we're going to sit there, and the stock drops into 173, and then we get a double bottom. Right? There's the double bottom at our support level. Here's our support level. There's the double bottom. And then you guys see this nice hammer tail, which is a buy signal as well. And then I went ahead and took the trade, and there's my entry right inside of this tail candle. I took the trade long. Members followed me in as well. And you get this nice, beautiful crawl higher, stair step to the upside. We took profits along the way. We took profit here. We took profit here. And I'm still actually holding some of this position. I don't mind to pull back tomorrow. I'm still going to sit tight. I'm looking to see if this stock can get over 180 over the course of the next couple of days. This is a swing trade, and I'm in here on the daily chart here and just looking to see if we can just continue this stair step. See this nice little stair step? I just want to see if we can just continue this just a little bit more. There's a breakout point around that 178, 179, which was a resistance level here, and you can see we're right at it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if this resistance can be broken, because if that resistance breaks, we could see a really nice extension. So I took profits into that level, which is why I took profits twice into 178. And that's exactly the high of the day because of this level that you guys see here. Okay. So that's why I took profit into it, but I'm still long because if that level breaks, there's not that much resistance until you get to this 52-week high, which is all the way up around 187. So there is some room to the upside if we can clear out what I believe is resistance around 179. All right. So we're going to hang tight and see if we can get more upside over the course of the next couple of days. So now that's the analysis. So those of you that are not members, I want you to, hopefully you had enough time to think about, would you have been able to make money from that analysis? I'm actually curious. Type the letters TTG, guys, if you are not members of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people are on the live that are not members. Go ahead and type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I just want to see how many people we have here that are not part of the TTG fam. Go ahead, guys, please, right now, and type the letters TTG if you are not part of True Trading Group. I want to see just who we have here on the live. And then I got some really good news for you, actually. I got a little special something for you. Those of you that are not members, I got a special something for you. All right, well, here's the good news. The good news is we were able to get our hands, okay, on brand new HP laptops, okay? Brand new HP laptops. Like I said, I'm trying to get my hands on more laptops for you guys. I know you guys love them. So we got our hands on some HP laptops. There are 17 of them. So the next 17 people to join True Trading Group will get themselves a brand new free laptop in addition to 52% off the annual membership price. The annual membership price is usually over $2,000. You guys can get it now for just $1,047. And that comes with a free laptop and a double your money back guarantee. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com. Again, that is ttgoffer.com. You don't have to enter a coupon code or anything. It's already done for you. Just go to ttgoffer.com. You see the laptop right there in the list of things that you get. As long as you see that, that's how you know you're one of the 17. Once 17 people join, you'll no longer see that laptop listed on that page. Everything on that page, every single item is included with your membership. There is no additional cost, hidden fee, or upsell for anything that you see on ttgoffer.com. It is all included. You get all of our courses, 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received working at a fund in New York. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, trading views charts, the trade ideas scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, congressional trading data, 1,000 hours in a video library covering different topics from workshops the moderators and I have hosted live. All of this is included for your membership of $1,047 for the year. And you also get a brand new HP laptop totally free. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. I promise you will get the laptop. Okay. So again, that is ttgoffer.com. Now we also, I said a double your money back guarantee. That was not a mistake. We do offer double your money back. Okay. So the way that it works is as follows. I believe so strongly in the platform that we've created and its ability to help you guys reach your goals that if you join TTG right now, you'll pay $1,047. If you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $1,047 membership fee at least one time during your membership, we will not just give you back $1,047. We're going to give you back double for wasting your time. We'll give you back $2,094. All I ask is you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. We do study groups every week. I ask you to attend one. And if you cannot make enough winning trades to equal the 1047 one time during your membership, we'll give you back double your money. Our refund rate is less than 2.5%. I don't think you're going to need this double your money back guarantee. I'm confident you are going to be able to make back that membership fee. But if you are unable to do it at least once, we'll give you guys back double your money. That's the deal when you join your training group. Yes, it is real. It is right there on the checkout page in black and white. Simply go read it. Again, that is ttgoffer.com. Laptop, double your money back guarantee. Use the laptop to trade with, give it to your kid for school, use it for work. Sell the laptop on eBay, put the money back in your account. I don't care what you do with it. It's free. It's our gift to you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. Send us a text message, 1-888-621-2127. Again, that is 1-888-621-2127. 1-888-621-2127. Text us with any questions, concerns, you're having a hard time signing up, anything you guys want to know, text us. We're fully transparent. We are an open book. We wait for your text. Also, listen very carefully if you are one of the following people. If you're currently a trial member, as we have many, if you decide as a trial member that you want to join True Trading Group as an annual member, it is going to cost you $1,497. If you decide you would like to be an annual member and only pay $1,047 and get a free laptop, you have to text that number now. Text that number and we will make sure that you guys are able to take advantage of this offer. Otherwise, you're spending $1,497 with no laptop. This is a special offer that we're giving right now for the live stream. If you are a trial member and you want it, you must text us. If you also used to be a trial member in the past and you want this offer, you also must text us. If you used to be an annual member and you would like to come back home and you would like this offer, you also text that number. So if you are any one of the three people that I just mentioned, text 1-888-621-2127. All right. Any questions that you guys have? And again, that's ttgoffer.com. Now that takes me to the next segment of this live stream, which is a segment that I have grown to love, and you have all grown to love it with me. It is called Grade My Stock. So what I would like to do here now is
I have something cooler.
You got something cooler? What do you got? You got something cooler than that? Go. Shoot. What do you got?
I do. I just got an email from the Nasdaq. I'm going to pull it up on the screen here, and then we can share the link with people in chat. But so this is the Nasdaq's website, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Nasdaq.com/solutions data 2024 global highlights, right?
Uh-huh.
And I literally just got this email like right now, right? From them. And Connor's our guy over there. He told me to go ahead and skip to 1 minute and 30 8 seconds.
Okay. Hey!
That is pretty cool that we're on their website as part
That's really cool.
Global solutions for, yeah, that's
awesome, man. Look
yeah,
at that. Can you send me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, send me that, please. That's awesome. Yeah, so guys, so we actually signed a data partnership agreement with the Nasdaq, and they invited Adam and I down to the Nasdaq. We got a tour of the whole Nasdaq. We were able to watch the closing bell live, and they put our company name and logo up on the their big LED screen in the middle of Times Square. You guys can see that right there behind the photo that. Well, no, not the photo, Adam. I want you to send me the link, with the whole video. Like you can send me the link for the whole video. I wanted to be able to see that. Oh, there, perfect. That's really cool. That is cool. I'm just gonna send this in there. I just sent that to myself, Adam, in there. So there you guys go. Very cool. Very, very cool. True Trading Group, baby. This is what I'm talking about, though, guys. This is what you're joining. This is who you're becoming a part of. You're joining a platform and a company that is being recognized by industry leaders like Benzinga and like the Nasdaq. So if that's not a testament to our credibility and the quality of the platform and the success of its members, then I'm not sure what else is. Someone that posts something on X or Reddit and shows you a screenshot of a trade that they made. You're looking at the Nasdaq puts their stamp of approval on what it is that we are doing. Benzinga puts their stamp of approval on what it is that we are doing. And most importantly, our members put their stamp of approval on what it is that we are doing. And in case you missed it before, I'll ask one more time. Guys, if you are making money with True Trading Group, do me a favor and type the number 1 inside chat right now. If you're making money, if you're becoming a better trader, type the number 1. Because at the end of the day, that is what matters most. Sure, Benzinga Award's cool. Sure, having your name up on a screen in the middle of Times Square from the Nasdaq is cool. But what's a hell of a lot cooler is when you're able to sit here and ask thousands of people, are you making money? And that's how many of them say yes. That's what's the most cool part about True Trading Group, if you ask me. So go to ttgoffer.com, take advantage, get yourself a free laptop, get a double your money back guarantee, which I really don't think that you need. And if you have any questions, just text 1-888-621-2127. All right. So with that said, that does, I guess, take me on over to the Grade My Stock. So the segment Grade My Stock, how this works is I close my eyes. You guys type a bunch of ticker symbols in chat. And when I open my eyes, the first one that I see, I will analyze and I will give you a grade. A, B, C, D, F. A is a beautiful setup. I love the fundamentals. It's buy it now, love it. B is I do really like it. I think there's really good upside. Maybe wait a little bit for a better entry. C, 50-50. I'm indifferent about it. D, I don't like it. F, don't even ask me that ticker symbol ever again. I think it's a complete piece of garbage, right? So those are my A, B, C, D, F. They are my personal opinions. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily right. I'm going to give you my analysis based on the technical chart and also the fundamentals. I will give you A, B, C, D, or F. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin this segment of Grade My Stock. Begin typing your ticker symbols in chat right now. And the first one that I see is VST. I actually really like VST, but the stock is very expensive at this current time. So therefore, I'm giving it a B. I am a buyer of VST on pullbacks. I just ideally would like to get this stock to pull back further from here. I'm looking to 120s, 130s. This is a weekly chart, and the obvious level on the weekly chart is going to be right here around 110. But I think if you wait for a pullback to 110, you may never see it. So anywhere inside of this region right here for me is a buy zone. I really do like VST. I actually have VST as one of my top stock picks, honorable mention top picks for 2025 in my market outlook report for all of my members of True Trading Group, if you guys have not yet downloaded the Market Outlook Report, you got to get your butt in gear. The Market Outlook Report, okay? The Market Outlook Report is available inside the room drive in our chat room. So inside of chat, you'll see a little folder icon on the top of the screen share. Type that, click on that. That's the room drive, and you'll be able to download my 2025 Market Outlook Report. All right. So VST, I do like. CEG, I also like. They're very, very similar. Okay. They are very, very similar, VST and CEG. I like them both. They are leaders in the nuclear power generation space when it comes to generating power for AI. I like both. I'm buyers of both on pullbacks. We're going to give that a B+. Next up, CFLT. CFLT is a C, like a C+, B-. I actually just recently bought CFLT in my long-term portfolio, but it's a small position. Okay. It is a small position. It is not anything even remotely close to a high conviction top holding. But the thing about CFLT is it's a company that has a lot of potential, but still has a lot to prove. And I'm kind of just taking a stab at a position now because there's such an incredible support level from $15 to $20 that I feel like I know exactly, where I would get out of this stock if I'm wrong. Is this support level here is just massive. It really is just a huge support level there. And I think software stocks are going to do well this year. This company has to prove that they're able to start to generate some positive net income and some positive cash flow. That's really what's been holding them back. And I feel like if the company starts to mature enough to a point where, and they said some positive things in their last earnings release, which is why the stock popped a couple months ago. It's some really nice things they said in the earnings release, which makes me believe that maybe this thing is about to turn a corner. And if they start to get to a point where they're moving towards some positive net income, you could see the stock push up to, you can see an 80, 90, 100% gain on the stock this year easily if they actually are start to able to get their butt in gear a little bit. You have huge resistance once you start to get to $35 to $40. This entire area right here is a big level of resistance. I'm going to give this a C, right? I'm going to give this a C grade because it is high risk. It's not a very well-established, financially sound company like one of your big major companies, but all great companies once started out as smaller, higher risk, less fundamentally sound and financially stable companies, and they grew into the behemoths that they are today. So everyone's got to start somewhere. I think the company has potential. Okay, that's why I bought it, but it's not a huge position. All right, so right now, from a shorter term standpoint, you got nice support at 26, 200-day, 100-day moving average gap entry from their last report and at the end of October. Nice support there at 26. Stock could have a little bit of upside from a short-term trade standpoint. From a long-term perspective, a little bit more risk. Palo Alto. Palo Alto is an A. B+ to an A. I like Palo Alto. It's in my long-term portfolio. It is one of my cybersecurity holdings. So I am pretty heavily invested in cybersecurity. My three positions are CrowdStrike, Fortinet, and Palo Alto. So CrowdStrike, Fortinet, Palo Alto. Big shout out to all the members of True Trading Group that own these stocks with me over the last couple of years because they've done amazing. And I think that these stocks are still going to do good. I would be buyers of Palo Alto on pullbacks. 140s, 150s, I think is a beautiful. I think this whole area, I think, is a really nice support level if you were to see those prices again. The obvious level of support is actually all the way down here. I don't think you ever get to that price again, but I'm a holder of these stocks, and I would not mind buying more pullbacks. I bought these. I added to my positions as recently as August 5th. BWXT. I also own BWXT. I'm going to give BWXT a B because I think the stock is a little expensive at this time. But this was another stock that was actually in my market outlook report in 2020, 2023, my market outlook report for 2023 was BWXT when the stock was, I think, like in the 60s. It's been a really great performer for us. The stock is up 100% from when we bought it. It's now 130. I do like this company a lot. They are aerospace and defense meets nuclear. This company touches all things you can imagine nuclear. Nuclear submarines, nuclear medicine, nuclear power. This company touches all of it. So that's why I like BWXT. I think there's a beautiful support level, 105 to 110. That's a really good buy point if you guys are looking for it. I do think the stock's a little expensive. I think a buy point here might be a little bit of a chase, but I do like the stock. We're going to give that one a B. Gevo. D minus D. This is not a good company. At least not right now. You know, you'll never see me ever put a $2 stock in my long-term portfolio. They just don't deserve it. They don't deserve a place in the long-term portfolio. I mean, this is just as ugly and disgusting of a chart you could possibly ever imagine. This is the type of chart that you buy the stock and you'll lose all of your money. You'll never see it ever again. They'll do a reverse split 5-6 times. They've already done a reverse split 3 times, 1 in 15, 1 in 17, 1 in 18. And the stock just continues to bleed itself out. You had this big rally in 21 that got everybody excited. And if you bought that, you're left holding a bag down as the stock went back down to 50 cents. Now you pop into the 200-day moving average here, 200 weekly moving average here. And that's resistance, pushing it back to the downside. I just have no interest on the stock. If you're going to try to trade it, the long is in front of 125. Your take profits at $3. You can maybe see a short squeeze if the stock gets through 350, 375. But other than that, I just think there's such better places to put your money than such a incredibly high risk, low quality stock and company like Gevo. So for me, this is a D. I have no intention of putting this thing in my long-term portfolio. And I also don't have any intention of trading it for the time being. It's just not on my list. ASML, that's a good one. ASML, honestly, I think ASML is like a B plus, A minus. This stock has gotten hit in 24. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity here on ASML. I actually think that the stock could do pretty decent. I'm a little bearish on semiconductors this year as I expect a digestion phase within AI. And I think that there is some vulnerability to some semiconductors this year. But I think that ASML, along with other semis like AMD has been weak, ASML has been weak. I think that these are really good companies with great futures that I think are worth buying on weakness. Other semiconductors have been very strong. Broadcom, Taiwan Semi, ARM, NVIDIA, those stocks have been very strong. But there's some pockets of weakness inside of these semiconductors. I think ASML is a solid company. I do own some ASML. It's not a very large position. My largest semiconductor positions are NVIDIA and Broadcom, and then AMD and Micron. So those are my largest semiconductor positions. But ASML, I think, is a good company. And I have no problem saying that this is something, if you want to stash in the long-term portfolio, I think $600 is a really nice support level. And I think that the stock will recover in the years to come. HAI, H-A-I. I've never heard of that ticker symbol before. Kensho Smart. That's Hale. I don't have a HAI, H-A-I. I don't have that ticker symbol. CAVA, James. You know I love CAVA, brother. That's an A. CAVA is an A. I love CAVA. So I own CAVA, and I like CAVA long term. So with me, CAVA. Halliburton. Francis, I'll come back to you. So CAVA, I'm bullish on CAVA from personal experience as a consumer. CAVA is something that my wife got me onto like 2 years ago. and there's a bunch of them where I live in the Northeast. They're not everywhere. Depending on where you live in the country, you don't have a CAVA buyer. They're not nationwide yet. They're regional for now, but they're going through a pretty aggressive expansion. I think that they have a lot of potential. They're basically Chipotle, but for Mediterranean food instead of burritos and tacos. It's exactly Chipotle. When you walk into a CAVA, it looks exactly like a Chipotle. The entire layout is Chipotle. The entire business model is Chipotle. It's just Mediterranean food, not burritos and tacos and Mexican food. That's literally what CAVA is. The food is delicious. Okay? The food is delicious. And when I do go to CAVA, it's always busy. There's always a line. And the reason why I'm bullish on the company long term is because we know the business model works. Chipotle has already proved to us the business model works. You take a look at Chipotle stock, and it doesn't take, an experienced investor to realize that owning Chipotle over the last 10 years was a really good freaking idea. So I think to myself, if this is what Chipotle did over the course of a decade, as they went through their massive expansion and they started opening up stores nationwide and on a global scale, well, you could be looking at a situation where CAVA could be right here. CAVA could be right there. Meaning this is the type of runway that CAVA could have in front of it. If CAVA is able to successfully expand nationwide and eventually worldwide, then why can't their chart look like this in 10 years as they go from hundreds of locations to tens of thousands of locations? Why not? So I take a look here at CAVA and I say to myself, I like the product. They're always busy. I'm a buyer. There's a couple places that I would buy shares. I'd buy shares around 100 and I'd buy shares around 75, 80. And if you see prices, you see a pullback into those areas, for me, those are buys. Costco, that's a good one. So Costco for me is going to be a B just because I feel like the stock's a little expensive, but it's been an absolute behemoth. But I think it's a little expensive, so I'm going to give that one. I'm going to give that one a B. It's had a ridiculous rise here in the last couple of years, and I just feel like the stock's a little expensive. And I think that it's more likely that the stock does this than it does this. So I'd rather try to get a little bit of a pullback, which is why the stock's not necessarily an A. A's are like, yeah, I'd buy the thing right now. So I'd give that one a B grade. SOFI. SOFI is a B. I own SOFI. SOFI has put in some really good constructive price action, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about at $14. You'll notice here that before the student loan moratorium, where nobody had to pay back their student loans, you had a huge support level at $14. Then when the stock would pop like this, it would drop, pop, drop, pop, drop. This was when the student loan moratorium was put in place. Nobody has to pay back their student loans. And there was a deadline to it. There was a date it was supposed to end. And as you got close to the date, the stock would rally. And then the student loan freeze was extended and the stock would go back down. But then there was a date it was supposed to end. And the stock then rallied going into that. And then it got extended again and the stock crashed. And then it got extended again, and the stock just broke down and sold off. And investors just got tired and saying, well, if you're going to continuously cancel student debt and people don't have to pay back their student loans, that hurts SOFI. 10 to 15% of SOFI's revenue came from the refinancing of student loans. It's also a big way for the company to generate new customers on their platform. They essentially get recent college grads to refinance student loans. It brings them onto their platform within their ecosystem. And as that recent college grad advances in their careers and become higher earners, They then sell those people other banking products and services through the SOFI platform and ecosystem. And that's how they get users, get customers, and then generate more return on those customers over time. So not having to pay back your student loans reduces the amount of people that refinance student loans and therefore reduces their new customers. The stock suffered for 2 years. Now, deregulation coming for the financial sector, people getting now more excited about SOFI. SOFI reclaimed that $14 support level that used to be support. You got above it, you pulled back into it, and that level confirmed support. And now you got a follow through rally that took you through a breakout, through prior resistance pivot. And now it looks like this thing has room to run. I think that SOFI is a mid to low 20s stock. And I think that this year you can see SOFI get into this price area. I don't think you take out these highs, but I think that you can see SOFI move a little bit higher. The stock just had a big rally these last week and a half. I'd look to buy pullbacks, though, against a $13.50, $14 support level. I think that's a pretty nice looking setup there for SOFI. CHRD, CHRD Energy. So I got to tell you, Sandy, I'm not familiar with the company from a fundamental standpoint. I don't even know necessarily what the company does. I know they're in the oil and gas space, but I don't know necessarily exactly what they do. I don't know their management team. I don't know the company's fundamentals. So the only way that I can give you a response to this is based on technicals and technicals alone. So if you know something fundamentally about this company, you need to take that into consideration based on the analysis that I'm about to give you, because what I'm going to give you is based on the chart alone. I'm going to give this a C. I don't see any type of a chart pattern or chart setup here that gives me conviction either way, one way or the other. I just say you have a very obvious support level from 100 to 110. And if you want to be a buyer of the stock long-term for fundamental reasons that you may know that I do not, 100 to 110 is a good spot to buy it against and see if the stock is able to recover over time and move back to the upside. Okay. But again, from a fundamental standpoint, I'm not familiar with the company. I'm going to give it a C based on that alone. Oracle. I like Oracle. Oracle is an A. So Oracle is one of the companies that I listed in my stock market outlook report for 2025. I know the stock just had this massive pop, but I think 175, 180 could be a support zone that I think could be a decent buy. I expect the stock to push into the 200s between the next 1 or 2 years. Their business is booming, and you just had Larry Ellison who was the CEO of Oracle. You just had him do a joint venture with Masayoshi Son, who is the CEO of SoftBank, and Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI. They're doing a joint venture to invest $100 billion into AI infrastructure build out in the United States, with a possibility of going up to $500 billion over the course of the next 4 years. That's good for them. And I think that Oracle is going to be a big player when it comes to AI, and with their software services, I think they're going to be a big part of it. And I expect this stock to do well over the next, never mind 1 to 2 years, but 3, 5, 7, 10 years. I believe Oracle is going to be a really good play. AMD buy zones for long term. One of them is right here. So one of the buy zones for me, I actually for my daughter, I just recently bought shares. My daughter's 5.5 months old. I just bought shares for her right here on AMD. So that's one buy point for me on AMD. The other buy point is down here between 90 and 100. So 90 and 100, I think, is your next buy point. The thing about AMD, the reason why AMD is really kind of lagging behind here is because of their focus on kind of like on the computer, and they haven't been able to benefit as much from some of these high-end chips like NVIDIA. They're just in a different, they focus on a different part of this AI boom, and they're really just been focused on taking out Intel and just really being the replacement of what used to be an area or segment of the market that was dominated by Intel. AMD has taken over that, but with that same takeover of Intel, AMD has allowed itself to fall behind other areas of the semiconductor and AI boom, which NVIDIA is the dominant force within. So people started losing patience with NVIDIA. Broadcom has kind of stepped up, and Broadcom has kind of taken that silver medal when it comes to, you know, the AI aspect of growth. And Broadcom is another stock that we own in the long term. It's actually my second largest semiconductor holding because of the price appreciation mostly. AMD has pulled back over the last year, so that's why I don't have the same type of price appreciation on AMD, although I bought AMD back here in 2020 at around 30, 40 bucks or 45 bucks, whatever it was, is when I bought AMD. So I'm still up very nicely on the position, but those are the buy points that I would look at. You know, 120 is one area, and I'd say 100 is the other. Yeah, Broadcom pays a dividend also, which is rare in the semiconductor space. And Broadcom is actually one of your highest dividend growth companies, where they've actually increased their dividend year over year for like the last 15 years or whatever it is. So you're looking at also dividend growth, where the company's actually been increasing the dividend for the last several years, which is also a very good sign when you see something like that. All right. So there you guys have it. All right. So I think that kind of wraps up the kind of grade my stock. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I really, I enjoy doing it. I don't know what the hell is going on. My throat just out of nowhere just started killing me. I apologize for keep clearing my throat. But then that wraps up this segment of grade my stock. Congratulations everybody that hit it today on Meta and Snowflake. Those are two really great trades. We also had some other huge monster trades today inside of chat. More triple-digit bangers from some of the other mods. You guys got to get your butt in chat, man. You guys got to get your butt in chat. Seriously. You know, for those of you that are not members, go to ttgoffer.com. All right. Way to go, Wyatt. 100% gain almost on those snow calls. That's great. I didn't realize the calls went 100%. So you got 100% almost on snow. You got 100% on Meta. I say that's a good day. 2 for 2 with 200% bangers. Take that any day like that. Like that, like that, like that. All right. So that's it, folks. ttgoffer.com. Don't forget, you guys get a free brand new HP laptop if you're one of the next 17 people to join. You'll know you're getting it if you watch this video after it's aired. As long as you see a laptop on ttgoffer.com, you guys are good. And don't forget, you have the double your money back guarantee, which I don't think you need, but it's there for peace of mind, considering our refund rate is less than 2.5%. Any questions, text us 1-888-621-2127. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Appreciate you all. My members, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and show some love if you guys haven't done so already. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, folks. Take care.